Good morning. It is May the 2nd. Is it May the 2nd? Yeah, it's a Thursday. And of course, I'm driving to work. See, this is the best time to do these videos because I'm somewhat conscious, whatever's in my hair. So, what we're going to talk about today? I'll tell you what we're going to talk about today. Today, we're going to talk about more Kickstarter. That's right, more Kickstarter. I know you guys are like, why are we talking about Kickstarter again? Because it's important. Pay attention. All right. So, yesterday, among my bunch of things I did, one of the things I thought was I'd say a very smart long-term move was an issue that had been coming up very much on Kickstarter. Several people know that several retailers have always kind of gone against Kickstarter, being the issue being that they're, as they'd say, they're scraping the cream off the top, getting the best people to donate to the Kickstarter, and not getting retailers a chance to get involved and, you know, get their piece of it to sell to their customers, which makes sense, okay? The whole premise is you sell directly to people, you don't need to get in the retail stores like that, which I've always said I'm for. I want the customer to get the product. How he gets the product isn't really as important to me, but I want the customer to get the product. But I also want retail involved, because you don't want an antagonist. What's that? Oh, good Lord, I can't speak this morning. I can't even pronounce it now. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep this rolling. Let's just say bad relationships with the retailer. Wow, it is really, really early. I'm really, really tired. So, what I thought might be best is kind of making two versions of the same product, but make them different enough that both people get something unique out of it, and people get something they can enjoy. So, I came up with an idea that I think might actually be a great idea and works pretty well. With our Kickstarter, antagonistic. Wow, couldn't get that word. Antagonistic. Sorry. What I've done is basically made, like I said, two different products for the group. Product A, this is for the retailers. The retailers will get the actual 4-part adventure in its 4 parts. It'll be printed for them. They'll be roughly, I'm guessing, 32-page-ish adventure books. There'll be 4 of them. The entire series done. Boom. They get them in the stores. They can sell them off. When you order, what I'm thinking right now it's probably going to be about, I think it's about $45 to give you 2 sets of them. So I'll give you 2 copies of each, so you'll have 8 altogether. And that'll be at the $45 mark for retailers. It's a retailer special only. Only retailers can get this. You know, we can also confirm that you're a retailer, the whole speak. So they're the persons who can get that. At another level, you'll get the consumers, the donors, who can put it and get a version that's black and white. Also, the small one's also black and white. But this is a collected version. This is where we collect all 4 of the adventures in one book. It also will include, I'm thinking some other stuff will add on to it, of course, being at that level. But that will be the big difference. One will be one complete, one will be 4 parts. And they really, for me, it sets down to a very specific idea and concept. People are looking for new adventures, want a new adventure, want to check it out. They don't want to commit. And we're talking price differences, will be extreme. You know, we've got the 32-page book versus the roughly probably 140-page book. And we know the price difference is going to be there. The price difference is at least $15 at least in cost. Maybe even more. It depends. Maybe even more. So that alone, if you tell somebody, hey, here's a book for an adventure and it's like $30. Want to buy it? People are going to be like, oh, wait, ooh, the little hand thing. But if you tell somebody, hey, here's an adventure book we're doing, it's only going to cost you $11. Oh, okay, let me see, $11. All right, let me see if it's a good adventure. Adventure is great, boom, you've got a hook for the other ones and they're going to be buying. And that's kind of what we want stores. We want stores to be promoting what we're doing. Because, I mean, let's be honest. And I'm going to be blunt. Most people won't say this, but I'm going to say it because that's what kind of person I am. Kickstarter is a great way to build a customer base and get people interested in buying your products. You know, the Reaper miniatures prove that. I can say Paizo's one proved that. I mean, these are, hell, Fred Hicks proved that. These are guys getting large amounts of people basically supporting their product. And once again, if you follow the 1,000 true fan rule, you got 1,000 true fans. It's been $10. They spend $10 with you every month. do the math on that. $10, 1,000 people, 10 grand a month. That's not bad for a small publisher. That's only $10. I mean, you do that up to 20. Now the numbers get a little more interesting. Something happen. But I think that's kind of the mentality. And then you've got, these retailers who know some of these guys are their customers, and they don't want to lose customers. They don't. I totally get where they're coming from. But at the same time, there's got to be a way that everybody can coexist in a peaceful, pleasant manner. I don't think you have to have one that will be more powerful, less powerful than the other. I don't think you have to find one where you basically somebody gets screwed in the deal. I don't want someone to get screwed in the deal. That's always been my theory. So, and something else we added to that makes, and most people said, okay, so the retailers get one version, the other person gets one version. What's the big difference? Here's the big piece that makes it kind of interesting. Anybody who donates to us, you will not receive your book for at least 2 months before the retailers get theirs. But let's be honest. If you've donated to us, we're going to take care of you. We're going to give you a nice book. It's going to be nice looking. It's going to be pretty. You're going to get a PDF version of it. You're going to get a great looking book, and people are going to enjoy it. The retailer needs that kind of leeway time to help build interest. And I think 2 months is a very reasonable amount of time for them to build interest. If people like what we're doing, they're going to order more. They'd say, hey, this thing is really great. I got to get some more of those adventures. That's good for us as a company. That helps us as a company in the long term. And that's what we want. We want people going, hey, I love that adventure series you did on the Kickstarter one. Do you have some more stuff that we can buy and put in our store? And that's what we want. We want retailers to sell our stuff. We want them to be involved with this. A lot of people are very much the, yes, I'm only going indirect. I don't need retailers. Look, I'll put it to you bluntly. Someone's coming to me with a truck full of money. I'm not going to say no. And retailers are doing that. They're coming with a truck full of money saying, hey, we'd like to buy your product and here's some money for it. Would you like to give us your product? My answer to that one's always going to be real simple. Yes! Yes. I am more than willing to take the money that you're giving me. I don't even feel bad about it. Some people are like, well, I just want to take care of my customers. Look. I understand that, and I think that's a beautiful thought. But at the same time, why am I going to neglect some people who may have an opportunity to see my product, and maybe they don't go online? And there's a lot of people who don't go online who apparently do Kickstarters. I don't understand that at all. But there are a lot of people who do that. So, why wouldn't I want to support my local store or their local store or somebody's local store to get my product out to the people? I mean, that just makes the smartest sense. If someone wants to give me money for my product, why would I not give them the money? I mean, I don't get that part. Some people get all upset like, it's like they're offended their product is sold by retailers. I don't get that part. We're available through Alliance. We've been available through Alliance for about a year now. You can buy any of the Lewis Porter Jr. Design products from Alliance that are available. They're readily available. Just call up, order. We're there. Why would I not want to sell you more stuff? Why would I not want to get more customers out there? Why would I not want to get more people into your store looking for our stuff to help you build sales? Because the more sales we build, the better it all becomes. It's a great little, relationship. I can say it's a symbiotic relationship. But some people just want, what they want, how they want it. And you can't get that all the time. Sometimes you got to go, let's work as a team. And I think this is a great opportunity for retailers to work as a team with us. We want to help you grow sales. Why would I not? You growing sales helps me make money in my business. That's a good thing. That's a win-win. That's a numero uno thing you want to have happen. But some people get offended. Like, I'm not offended. Like, how could you sell to retailers? And I've been one, and I admit, I've talked about retailers, haven't denied it, but at the same time, I know the future has to include retail. It's because as much stuff goes direct, yeah, that's great. I still know that you're going to make more numbers when you sell to stores. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kickstarter, I always have believed, and I will believe, is a great way to grow your business. And I don't think, once again, not even Kickstarter, Kick Finisher, because we're going to be done with the product. So it's like, I think it's great to grow your business if you're at that stage. I think what's happening a lot more now, which I've noticed, is that people are like, hey, I've got this XYZ, and I'm going to put it on Kickstarter, and I'm going to get 10,000 people to support it and make it, and then the product doesn't come out. That's number one, which we all know, that's not good. The product is heavily delayed. Hey, it can happen to anyone, but after a year, you got to start talking and asking questions like, why isn't my product out? Those are important questions to start asking after a year. And, you know, number 3, it's great that you got a Kickstarter group to do it, and maybe people supported you because they saw something they liked, but I don't think people are going to do that all the time. And, you know, money is still finite. Money is still finite, and there's always a cool Kickstarter apparently coming out. I mean, as you see, crappy camera. As you see, people are like discovering Kickstarter like for the first time, which I don't understand. It's been around for a while. People are just discovering it. I don't get that part. So, like specifically, I meant a little bit better. Hollywood has just discovered Kickstarter. So I can only guess what Hollywood's going to do to Kickstarter. I think they're going to molest it in ways that we don't even have, you know, ideas what they're going to do. I think seeing the Veronica Mars Kickstarter do so well, I think the guys at Hollywood are starting looking going, how can we get some people together to do some of these old shows that really don't really matter to us anymore? We could put them as a Kickstarter. And I think that's going to happen. Because, I mean, let's be honest. It's like any business that's growing. The pioneers usually get slaughtered. I mean, I remember when Gareth Skarka did his first Kickstarter for Far West. And he got $50,000, and we were all like, that's crazy, that's huge. Now you're seeing people doing Kickstarters for $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, million. And it's like, oh my God, what is going on? This is crazy. And let's be honest, not everybody still knows about Kickstarter. It's still pretty small. You know, it's pretty small. And here's the even crazier part. The games area is the big money maker. That's where the real money's at. Games and Kickstarter. You go look at the numbers. You go look at those numbers and tell me what engine pushes Kickstarter. Games. That's us. Guys like us. Video games, tabletop games, board games, dice games, card games, games. Tons of games. Those are the ones pushing everything. So I expect to see more and more people use Kickstarter. I mean, let's be honest. We're going to be doing our 6th attempt. 1, 2, 3. This will be our 6th attempt for a Kickstarter. We did 2. The first 2 did horrible. Can't even deny it. Did horrible. Horrible, as they say in Spanish. The other ones have done, oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's really good. Wow, that's really good. Hence, we're doing this 4th, aka 6th one. We hope to be successful. You know, what am I looking at probably for this Kickstarter? Probably going to, be $8,000 for this Kickstarter. For us to do these adventures and get them done right and get the color we want and do everything, about $8,000. And we're going to have, of course, threshold goals on top of that. And it's going to be expensive. I can't even not say it enough. It's going to be expensive. And, it's a tough scenario to be in. And it's just what it is. If we want to do it in this way, we basically have to do it in the way we're doing it with Kickstarter. Or, trying to finish it. Because really, we're putting up a lot of upfront cost. And we don't know if we're going to get that money back. I mean, that's what we're doing. What we're kind of doing in Kickstarter's helping us do is actual real business. The money goes up. You don't know if you're going to make any money. You don't know if you're going to light this stuff on fire and just smile and wait till it burns away. You don't know. But we're going to do it. We're going to try it. And that's how it's going to go. All right. It's almost been 15 minutes. Let me get off this video before YouTube says I can't upload it and stuff. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.